Hello everyone, this is Tirtharaj Mukherjee and in today's video you will be introduced to decision tree, which is another algorithm in the world of machine learning. Now let's get started. My mother asked me to go to the shop and bring some tea because we warmly welcome you to an evening tea gathering at our place. Now listening to this, a lot of thoughts start racing in my mind, which can be illustrated as follows in a simple fashion. What if the store adjacent to my home is open or closed? Suppose it's open. I go there and ask for tea. If it's there, well and good. I pay for it, and by God's grace, we will have this tea party this evening. And what if it's not there? I will go to another shop in my locality, and you can imagine the argument will be endless. And what if the adjacent shop to my home was closed at the first place? I will have gone to another shop in my locality, suppose 2 blocks away, and for the sake of simplicity, let us assume that I got the tea from there. Now, this is a simple chain of decisions, which is a foundation for understanding decision tree. Let's see a scenario. In this mini database, you can see 6 actors and actresses with their experience, that is number of years in the film industry, number of films they have acted in, and their yearly cash out in rupees crore is given. That is of Shah Rukh Khan, Akshay Kumar, Johnny Lever, Shraddha Kapoor, Katrina Kaif and Sara Ali Khan. So with this data, can you evaluate what will be the yearly cash out in rupees crore of Sara Ali Khan? This is where a decision tree can greatly help. Let's see how. We will label each of these records from 1 to 6 and proceed. Let us suppose we have this orange box. It's our machine or computer which will be feeded with all these entries labeled from 1 to 5, and it will learn gradually in the process from each of these data records. See, it say now I've learned. That's great. Now machine, hey, you have become a scholar now, so can you evaluate what will be the yearly cash out of Sara Ali Khan? It says it would be 0.98 rupees crore. Now let us see at this tree of decisions that we just saw in the previous slide. These points, these red points, where a split has been made into 2 kinds of answers, yes or no. These are called decision nodes. And these green points, where we have finalized on an answer where no splitting is further possible, these are called leaf nodes. And these arrows where we have got 2 kinds of answers after a decision split, it's called branches. Okay. Now let us see how a decision tree works. Suppose we have this rectangular space with these 5 dots. These are the records of Shah Rukh Khan, Akshay Kumar, Johnny Lever, Shraddha Kapoor and Katrina Kaif, except that of Sara Ali Khan, because her cash out is to be predicted or evaluated by us, by the machine. Now what the decision tree will do, it will split this space, this is called the predictor space, into 2 parts first, with the aim of minimizing a statistical parameter called the RSS or residual sum of squares at each step. The decision tree made the first split and it obtained a moderate RSS. It goes forward, it makes another split to check if it's lesser than the previous one. No, it's greater in fact. It makes another split. Well, it's least. It's the least RSS that it has achieved. And with this condition in mind that it has thought best, it has made a decision split with the minimum RSS. Now, it again thinks of splitting this space into another part. It chooses, suppose, the right half, whichever it thinks is the best for it, and it makes another split and checks what is the RSS value. It's great. It's a really high value. It cannot be chosen. It goes for another one, another split, and the RSS is really minimized. It chooses this split, and another decision split has been made. This is the basis of how a decision tree works. And these red points, where decisions were made on a condition that the decision tree algorithm seemed or deemed to be fit, were called the decision nodes. And these green points, where it finalized on an answer and where no further splitting could have been possible in this very simple case, they are called the leaf nodes. Now let us see the applications of decision tree. It can be applied in a case where we have to measure the credit worthiness of a client, whether he or she can be granted a loan or not. The risk analysis of another kind of, suppose, customer or a mutual fund investment, whatever. We can also use decision tree to check what will be the selling value of an old phone that will be giving up for exchange, and we can be creative as well. We can also design a product which can evaluate what will be the amount of investment that an angel investor would be making in a new startup, and we can decide whether it would be a unicorn or not. Now, some extra essential information for you. A decision tree can be used for both regression as well as classification cases. That means regression where we have to predict numbers, and classification where we have to predict, suppose, true or false or yes or no. I sincerely hope you have enjoyed this content. It was very much interesting for you. With this, we have come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for staying with us till the end. Please subscribe to our channel and share this video with your friends, and stay tuned for more such content.